Integration management. To be specific, project integration management. In a project, there are several stakeholders, like the owner, the portfolio managers, the functional managers, the program managers. So they are on one side of it. On the other side, we have the project management consultants, the contractors, subcontractors, suppliers, and within those entities, we have different disciplines like engineering, design, quality, risk, procurement, communication, human resource. So there are different functions within each of these entities. Now, as a project manager, on one side, I should integrate the efforts of my project to the larger picture, why this project exists, what is the placeholder of my project in the portfolio, and how the portfolio helps the organization to achieve the business goals. And is my project part of a program? And what are the dependencies of my project with other projects within the program? So that is an upward integration from the project to the higher levels. And then there is a bottom-up integration. As a project manager, one should integrate the efforts of all the entities which is part of the organization breakdown structure of the project into the achievement of the project's goals. So this whole process put together we call as project integration management. Now let us see the details. Now, as discussed, projects are happening in order to achieve business strategy. Projects are initiated as part of business strategies. Projects can be part of a portfolio. Projects can be part of a portfolio. Projects can be part of a larger program. And there is a PMO on one side. PMO can be of different types. If it is a directive PMO, the project managers may be reporting into the PMO as well. And on the other side, we have the project management consultants, contractors, subcontractors, and suppliers. And the synergy of among all these things should drive for the achievement of the project goals of time, cost, scope, and the achievement of the return of investment or the return of capital employed. So that is a big job or a big role of a project manager. He has to coordinate the activities of all these in order to achieve the project's goals of time, cost, scope, and the business case. The whole process put together we call as integration, and that is a major role played by a project manager. So as discussed already, there are two levels of integration. One is on the higher side. Projects are started in order to achieve the business goals. Then portfolio projects can be part of portfolio. Projects can be part of a program. So as a project manager, one should ensure that the project's outcomes are satisfying the needs of the program and portfolio and the business. So this larger knowledge of the context of the project, we call it as the context of the project, with respect to the business and environment, helps the project manager to deal with the high power, high interest stakeholders very effectively. So one should not only understand the project, one should understand the purpose of the project and the positioning of the project within the larger spectrum of the portfolio, the program, and the whole business itself. We call it as the context part of the project. Once, as a project manager, if one understands it very well, then communication with these stakeholders becomes very easy and effective. And most of them are going to be high power, high interest stakeholders. So that is one critical success factor for the project manager. Then on the lower side, we have, as discussed, we have the project management consultants, contractors, subcontractors, suppliers, and other entities. So we have to integrate their efforts towards the achievement of the time, cost, scope, and the achievement of the business goal of the project. So that is an integration, a bottom-up integration. So here we are leveraging on the processes, and we have to look at the cognitive, that is the size and complexity and culture involved in the among the stakeholders. So an awareness of these two things will help us to integrate better. So here it is the team that is involved. Here it is the sponsor and maybe other high power, high interest stakeholders are involved. And this is the whole spectrum of integration management. Having understood this, we understand the key role of a project manager. So it is not just looking at the schedule and then running things. It is about interfacing and integrating the efforts with the program portfolio and at the organization level, and then ensuring that all the entire organization breakdown structure for the project, their efforts are integrated into one cohesive whole that will help to deliver things on time with quality, meeting the scope, and then achievement of the business goal of the project as well. For integrating the processes, the teams, the organization breakdown structures, efforts towards the achievement of the project goals, we leverage on resource allocation, balancing competing demands, examining alternative approaches, process tailoring, and managing interdependencies. And these are the processes that helps us to achieve the integration of efforts of the organization breakdown structure elements of a project. That is develop charter, project management plan, execution, that is direct and managed project work, managed project knowledge, and monitor and control project work, integrated change control, and formally closing the project as well as each phase of the project, and then conducting a formal handover takeover. When we say project charter gives the holistic picture of the project. It gives a business case. It provides us with the alternatives considered, the major milestones with dates, the major risks, the key stakeholders, the purpose of the high-level scope of the project. So anybody who has gone through the project's charter understands the whole purpose. So that is a great integration. That is a document which helps integration in a big way. People's mindset are set if they have understood a well-drafted charter very clearly. Then the project management plan. When I say project management plan, here it is the integrated project management plan. All others are owning plans for their scope of work. Quality department has a quality plan, risk management has a risk management plan, and each subcontractor will have a subcontractor plan. Then as a project manager, you should have the integrated project plan from start to beginning, and one should maintain it. And and bottom-up integration, the individual independent stakeholder level plans must be integrated into this integrated project plan. That is a continuous activity. Then manage project work. You have to literally go and see the status and be aware of the status, corrective actions. Then manage project knowledge. So whatever knowledge we gain, it must be stored and it must be retrievable. You should be able to reference it, especially when it comes to issues and claims and stuff like that. The ability to retrieve information is very, very important. Then monitor and control project work. At any point in time, we should know how much was the planned work, how much is the actual, and how much money we spent, and are we within budget or over budget. So this information is very much important, and the project manager should monitor and control this information. In integrated change control, changes cannot be ad hoc. There should be a change management process, and a change request must be raised for every significant change, impact analysis, change control board. So I'll be explaining change management process in detail through another video, but then having one integrated change management process in place and adherence to it helps the integration management. Then formal closure and handover takeover also helps integration management. The generally used tools and techniques which cut across all the processes under integration management are expert judgment, interpersonal and team skills, meetings. Project management information system is very, very important because this is a central repository of all the project data. So like scheduling data, work breakdown structures, change requests, issue registers, lessons learned, the contractual documents, the engineering documents. So it is a repository of all this information, and with proper version control and retrieval mechanism, access control and all those things, which is crucial for project success. Then knowledge management, information management, data analysis techniques, decision making techniques, and the change control part. So we discussed about integration. We discussed about two levels of integration, that is integrating the efforts of the project to the program portfolio and to the business, and then integrating the efforts of the elements of the project's organization breakdown structure towards the achievement of the project goals, That is another level of integration. Here the extended team is involved. Here the high power, high interest stakeholders are involved. Project managers, one of the key job is integration management. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do subscribe by clicking on the button here. Thank you very much.